Hello and welcome to this Facebook Live. I'm really excited to be able to bring this to you. We've got our Papercrafter, which is a magazine, which is a box edition, and within the box edition we've got Stephanie Wakeman's signature collection, and this really is beautiful, and I'm really excited to be able to bring it to you. So quickly, that is the box that we're going to get, and when I've got this lovely little acetate window in here because it's showing off this lovely stamp. So we're getting tools in this box as well as just a paper kit. So here we have this lovely delightful stamp and lots and lots of other things going off in here. So I just want to show you, first of all, we've got the stamp as is, and I'll show you a little sample of what that looks like when it's stamped. But just look at all these papers that we've got going, all these toppers, and it's beautiful because everything's colour wise as well. So we've got toppers, we've got beautiful double-sided papers, and we've got some fabulous scenes, got little snowmen, etc. So when we've got a double-sided paper, that allows us to do lots of other techniques as well, like folding as cardstock back so we can see the other side, etc. So it's a really clever card kit. So we have quite a few sheets of the card, then we move on and we've actually got card blanks made from the same paper, but this time it isn't double-sided. So you could use them as the card blanks, but you could also use them as extra papers. So we've got all of that going on. Moving on again, these are more card blanks. I just want to say hello to everybody that's joining us. That's wonderful to see you. I do appreciate you coming along and having a look what we're doing. So more card blanks. So we've got this size, so we've got a rectangle going on, and then we've got a square, and again these are actually plain. So this is adding even more to your card stock, because if you didn't want to use them as card blanks and use your own card blanks, this is more papers. So it roughly tells you how many cards you could make, but I would say we're going to go a long way with this paper kit. We also get acetate because we're making shaker cards, and that is all included. You're going to get your foam just in case you haven't got any, and I think something like a freebie like that within a paper kit is a must because you can always add it to your stash. But let me show you this. So going back to this lovely stamp, forgot where I put it then for a second. So it comes attached to this card, so it's not rolling around in the pack, and it just comes away like so, and then that is the stamp. But I really like the fact that it's stuck to a printed image of what you're seeing. So this is how it prints, and all I've done is inked it up in situ just so I could take a print from it for you, and it does print beautifully, and we've got some serious detail in here. So you could decoupage this up, cut it out, fussy cutting, colouring. I think it's wonderful when you do actually get an actual it's reusable. You're getting a tool within your card kit, which is marvellous. So let's pop all that to one side. And then we've got some samples. So I've already shown you all of this card paper, cardstock. I've already taken away all of my samples that we've made, and I've still got all of these leftovers and all of these toppers, acetate, more acetate. We've got so much in this kit. It really is brilliant. So let's start at number one. So let me get all the pieces out, and it, like I say, shaker cards. I love a shaker card. You even get the little bag of glitter. Now, I think that's super. Again, while I'm going through, I'm just going to say hello to everybody that's joining us and maybe popping in. What's your favourite? I'm going to ask you, what is your favourite card shape to make for Christmas? We're doing the shaker card with this one, so we've got glitter, or we've got glitter in this pack, but what would you add to it? What's your favourite elements that you would put in there that's extra out of your own stash to make it go that little bit further? So here we have I've already got my card blank, and for this card blank I've chosen this beautiful blue colourway, and we've got the, oh, isn't he adorable? I just love him. And he is going to go on the inside, and I say the actual cardstock is double-sided, and it's beautiful cardstock. It really is, and it's lovely printed. And another thing about this, it isn't coated. So when you're going to do your stamping using your fabulous stamp that you've got with it, all your stamping is going to go on here super easy. It's beautiful to blend onto with your inks as well. So let's quickly, I'm working from the inside of my card outside, so I'm just going to pop this cute little inner in here like so. And that's just because I just thought he was just wonderful. And he's going to match up with this beautiful topper that I've picked for the front of the card. And the only thing that I've added to any of this card kit is my white cardstock. So everything else is from the kit. So first of all, I've gone with the blues that matches my card blank base. This is just normal finger lift tape. And I've just inked round the edge with a lovely icy blue. So that is going to be my first matte layer, and I've left quite a space around the edge, so we're able to see that beautiful paper. We're not hiding any of it. So my next piece that goes on is now going on, and it is 1mm foam tape. And that is popping over to this side, and again I'm leaving a little bit of an edge. Now I'm actually going to build my shaker card. So first of all, I've created my frame. I've popped my tape on all ready and raring to go. Now just a little tip for you. For the actual, I'm not going to snip all of this open because I know exactly what's going to happen. I'll snip it all open and I'll end up, it'll be everywhere and I'll be finding it for weeks. So I'm just going to take the corner off. So that way I'm creating just like a little funnel to empty something in here, okay? And that way I'm in a bit more control of how much comes out as well. So I'm taking off my backing of my foam, and at this point, because I'm working with it away from the card, I'm not too worried which way round I've got my image. I just need to be able to pop my image onto here and press that down nice and firmly like so. And there we have, he's in there with all his glitter, which is beautiful. Now on the back of my actual topper, I've already pre-stuck my adhesives. This one is finger lift tape, and here I've used the 1mm foam tape because I've used 1mm here. And I've done that because when I overlap on here, I want this not to sag and bow, and this is going to create a level, stable background for me. I've got a little bit of tape sticking out there. But if I go like that with my pokey tool, we've tucked it in out of the way. So that's my next piece. Let's pop the shaker part on here. And this, it really is a beautiful collection. So he is overlapping like so. And then we even get some of the elements that we have. Let me bring this back in. You're even going to get a pop-out paper kit. These are all just held in with little pips, so you get the beautiful rose and all the foliage as well. So we're giving you even more, there's more embellishments, etc. with it. And for this, I'm just going to use just a little bit of wet glue. That is going to tuck in like so to the edge. I am going to pop some foam tape on the back of my rose, making my rose 3D. So that is now going to tuck in there. I have my glue gel. So by also adding extra and different adhesives, you can add different heights, etc. So I do like to use a little bit of glue gel now and again. So that is tucking in there. I've got my last lovely little piece of foliage that's tucking under there, so I can slide that in like so. And then you even get your sentiments, which I think is fabulous. You're getting so much in this kit. And my little sentiment is going to go down here like so in the base, and that is my first shaker card for you. And isn't it cute? It really is. For a paper kit, that is just adorable. It really is. I think anybody would love receiving that for Christmas. Fabulous. So that's the first one. So let's leave that one there. So given that we have a stamp, I wanted to do a little bit of a demo for you that shows the stamping. So I've gone again, I've chosen the paper stock and everything that matches. I've gone again with the square, and it really is just beautiful paper. Then I've brought in my own white cardstock from my stash. I've inked around the edges with the green ink, and then using this lovely adorable little happy Merry Christmas stamp, because you can't, when it's not stamped, you can't really see it properly. So that's what it is, that one just there. And all I've done is I've popped it on my block, and I've inked it up, and I've just stamped randomly all the way around, and I've even gone off the edges in places, so it actually looks like it's a piece of printed cardstock. But then that is the fun, that I've now made my own backing paper that's going to match everything else. And again, to get tools within your paper kits is wonderful. So again, another question, being a bit interactive. What's your favourite tool that you've ever had in a paper kit that you've actually kept out and used multiple times? It's not been something that you've just used with the kit. You've thought this is a really good thing. It could be a filler stamp. It could be a little die that cuts out a bit of foliage as a tuck in. So which is it? What is your favourite tool? That, I mean, this could even be with your knitting, because obviously we all have lots of different ways of crafting. So this could even be a soft crafts one that you've had, and you've thought, you know, the little tape measure that I got once, I'm still using that now. So what would your favourite tool be that you've ever had? So I'm just going to make sure I haven't got an Australian card, and pop that on there. And I've made it so this matte layer leaves a lovely chunky border so I can see my stamping. Then I've got these pieces, and again in the kit there's even these pieces of ribbon. Let me show you. So you've got even faux pieces of ribbon in here, which is just fabulous. I just love how much stuff we're getting. First of all, my topper. So that is a lovely snowman, and he is going to sit to the side. Then I have another topper. This one is going to go across the base. That is going to sit here like so. In fact, I'm going to change my mind. This is going on this side here, and then I can put my sentiment on. So for this one, flat tape again, and all I've added to the whole card for this one is just 2 pieces of white cardstock. Everything else is out of the kit. So if I've used the elements that I've used, and you've still got all of this stash for more, I think that you're getting an awful lot in this kit. It really is fabulous. So thank you to our Papercrafter for doing this for us, because it's marvellous. And then we have our sentiment, Let It Snow, and that's going to stick just across the base like that. So then that's our second card, but again using those tools that we've been given. So I just absolutely adore this. And I've just got one more Again, choosing the paperweights, and it's so easy to make these cards. It really is super, super easy because all the paperweights are done for us. Everything's been chosen, everything matches, which is really a fun thing. For, you know, we can get on and craft rather than having to guess what we're going to use with what. So again, all I've done is I've taken one of the card blanks, and this time I've chosen which way to go, and I'm going for a temp fold this way rather than it being a side fold. Okay, so I've got white cardstock, I've inked, I've cut myself out a frame, I've got my beautiful topper, and again, out of all of these elements, I've made 3 cards and used only 3 of the toppers, 2 of the sentiments, so you can imagine how much you're going to get out of this. So let's turn that round. Has anybody answered any of my questions? What's your favourite tool? Remember, I'm wanting to know what's your favourite tool from your magazine that you've ever had and you still used. Okay, I can't remember what was my other question. I know one of you, I know somebody out there will tell me. So that is going to go on there. Okay, so I've put plenty of tape round to capture all my glitter, and this is now a rectangle element. So I've just made sure that I've taped up and popped my frame around with my tape. My acetate is already stuck down behind, so there we have, there he is, our lovely little dear. My acetate, I've already captured that and stuck it on. So now bring in my inked edge like so, press that down nice and firmly, and now I've done this on 2mm foam tape. This is because I want that definition. I want to bring it forward and make a feature of the fact that it's a shaker card. Sorry everybody, I am fighting with the tape. Have we got any answers? Oh yeah, okay. So at the end of the video, when we at the end of our Facebook Live, we'll put all these answers together and we'll see if there's anybody that's doubled up. What is, you know, like if some of you have had a tape measure, or if it's an embossing folder that you use, etc. But I really do appreciate you dropping by and joining us for things like this. So last of all is my sentiment, and because I've got height on this, I've doubled up on my foam tape. I'm going to bring that up to the edge like so. Move all of this away, and it leaves us with, I think, 3 really adorable cards that anybody's going to love receiving. And this, remember, this is out of a paper kit. So these are really cute elements out of a paper kit, and they're super quick and super easy to use, just absolutely adorable. So thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed the inspiration, and we'll see you again soon.